Hello everybody, this is Ryan from RVBs and Friends, and I'm going to do something unique, well at least to me, but I am going to roll a totally random character using D&D Beyond and D&D Dice Roller, so you guys can see what rolls I'm getting to see what character we can build, and let's have some fun with it and see what we build. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to randomize the name here, and we're coming up with Zazaglar. Very interesting name. So let's move on over to the race, and I'm going to use Player's Handbook to keep this nice and easy. And in Player's Handbook there are 10 characters or races that we can choose from. So let's change the die here to a 10, and as you can see I rolled a 2. So if I go back to our list, and well, we have an option here. We had an option of dwarf. 2 is the dwarf, so we're going to pick out a hill dwarf or a mountain dwarf. Alright, so let's go to a D2, roll that die, and we rolled a 1. So we are choosing hill dwarf. Alright, so we got some good stats from this: dark vision, dwarven resilience, got some good proficiencies, stone cunning, and dwarven toughness. Alright, so now we've got our hill dwarf, and down here we've got a proficiency check. Sorry. And let's see, we got a choice of 3, so let's go see. And they actually have a D3. This is awesome. And we rolled a 3. Alright, so our dwarf here is getting some smith's tools. Always a fun one to have. Very useful sometimes. Alright, and let's check out the list of classes that we can choose. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we don't have a 13-sided die, so we're going to choose the next size up, 20, and we'll take the first value that's less than or equal to 13. So that's too high. There we go. So number 7. Let's go check out. So we have a dwarf monk. All right. So with our choice here for the class, we do have some other choices that we've now got to make. We've got to choose a skill. And out of our 6 options here, let's go back here and choose item number 4. So insight. All right, not too bad. And we should have 5 left. So let's clear that and rerun this. Can't use a 6 because we only have 5. All right, number 2. All right, so we got athletics. Definitely a good one for a monk. So that was a good roll. And let's see here. We've got to count these all up, see how many options we have. That's 18 at Leatherworks. About 36. So let's move this up to, can't have 51. So the first number I'm looking for, there we go, option number 2. All right, so let's go choose our tool. All right, we got bagpipes. I like this character already. Very cool. So there's our choices for our monk. And now let's go check out some abilities here. And we're going to choose the manual rolled. And the reason why I like this is that you can roll for your options down here, and it'll give you I believe it gives you, it rolls 4 6-sided, and it takes away one of the lowest one. right? So that scores 11. All right, 10. Average so far. Not doing too bad here. I've had some of these manual rolls really turn out bad, so decent overall scores. But since we're doing a random roll, this number 11, I'm going to roll to see where this one falls. So this one is number 1, so it's going to fall into strength. All right, so this 10, let's see where this one falls. Can't do 6, so number 5. All right, so charisma. So not too bad in charisma. All right, can't do 5 or 6 now, so number 2. All right, we are going for Constitution here. I should have changed that probably to a different die here. So we got a 3-sided die now. And we're going to go into 1, which is Dexterity. That actually worked out pretty well for our monk. And change this to a 2. And that goes gonna go into Wisdom, and then the last one is Intelligence. So not too bad of stats, I gotta say, for overall. You can see Constitution here bump that 9 up, so we're looking pretty good. We have no minuses out there on our rolls. We've got good Dexterity, got a +1 in Intelligence and Wisdom. So very, very decent set of rolls. I like that. That actually turned out pretty well. All right, so now we're going to choose our background, and let's count up how many we have here. 10 so far. About 33 altogether, so let us go over here and pick out a roll less than 33, so 24. So let's see where that falls. All right, so we've got an investigator. So who's always looking for the truth out there, seeking out the truth. All right, and for their background feature, official inquiry, your experience in gaining access to people and places to get information you need. That actually fits our monk kind of build pretty nicely. So this random roll is turning out to be a pretty good choice for this character. All right, so we've got a choice of 2 options here. So let's go. I don't know why I'm rolling. Think about it. We've got a choice of 2, so each one of those goes into our abilities. All right, so this is where it gets a little bit of fun. All right, so the investigator gets a choice of some personality traits. And I know it says choose 2. I generally just choose 1 just for some flavor of the character. You can do more on yours. I'm just going to pick out 1 here. So let's change this to a 12. And so number 9. Right, so this one's right here. I have a personal ritual, mantra, or relaxation method I use to deal with stress. All right, so not too bad there. And then our ideals, another 12-sided die. Number 2, balance. I strive to counter the deeds of someone for whom I feel responsible. Very cool. That actually fits our monk pretty well. All right, so let's look at our bonds here. Another 12. So number 6. The world has been convinced of a terrible lie. It's up to me to reveal the truth. That is pretty amazing. I know it's part of the investigator background, but that is a very interesting one that would come up very handy in a lot of role-playing situations. I really like these items here. And now the fun one that really adds a lot of flavor a lot of the times are the flaws. I'm a skeptic and don't believe in the power of rituals, religions, superstition, or spirits. So there we go. Very nice. Those worked out very nice for our dwarven monk. And the alignment here, so we have 9 of these guys. And number 9. So, that's wrong one. Neutral good. All right, they do the folk do the best they can to help others according to their needs. So again, fits in nicely with some of our other options that we just took. Right, so I strive to counter the deeds of someone for whom I feel responsible. That works well with our neutral good. And also, the world's been convinced of a terrible lie. You know, it's up to me to reveal the truth. So this is working out very interesting. All right, and let's just see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Let's just roll this one here to see what kind of lifestyle we like. And we are modest, so not too bad. All right, there's some other items in here as well. I'm just going to leave it for now, but let's go to the next step. All right, so a lot of D2 choices here, so let's see what weapons and items that we would like. So number 2. All right, so simple weapon. All right, 1. So 16, so we change that to a 20 and roll this. So we got number 8. What is our weapon of choice? A quarterstaff. Yeah, can't go wrong with the quarterstaff. All right, and change that back to a 2. We are looking for the Explorer pack, so that's good. And that's about what we've got so far. All right, so let's just add those items there, and we are good to go. So let's take a look at our totally random generated character, and so here we go. Let's see, we got a walking speed of 25 because of the dwarven distance they can walk, but we got some good attributes. Dexterity savings throw +4 +2 here. We got some good items. Our armor class is 13. And scroll down a little bit here and check out all the other stats. So we're looking pretty good. You know, we got some good attack skills. You know, our items here are +4, so we're all doing pretty good so far. All right. So now the next question comes out. What do we want to do to further this character? So if we were to take this character, say, you know, up the few levels. So I was thinking about this earlier, and we have a choice. Do we want to stick with monk? Do we want to add another class? You can see this character here has got pretty good choices because of the stats he has. So we have options to do a lot of different things. So what I was thinking is, you know, we'll let random rolls take the lead here, and if we take a d6, and if we roll a 1 on a d6, then we'll add another class. Otherwise, we will just keep going up in the level of monk. So let's take our first roll here. And so 4, so we are going to go up another level in Monk. All right. And we got some cool features here for sure. So we got some key here, and you got some energy points. So we also have some unarmored movement, which will help out as well. All right, so that added, we don't have any choices to take from this, so let's go up another level here. And we're going to take a 1, so that means we are going to multi-class here, and we're going to take another class. So this character has the option to do 5 different options here, so let's roll a d6, and we're going to go to number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, so Monk Ranger. So not bad at all. All right, so let's go see what options we have. And go to proficiency. So we've got 1, these ones already taken, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so let's go see what option number 4, what option we have. So survival, a good, another really good for both Ranger and Monk. So another good proficiency to have. All right, our favored enemy. All right. So we got about 14 options there. And number 7, what is our favored enemy? So the Fae. All right. I missed one. And I get to pick a language, which there's a lot of them. About 26 of them. So there we go, 22. All right, I can start from the bottom. All right, so there we go, read red. I don't even know how to say that, so you guys can help me pronounce that in the comments. All right, and then now Natural Explorer. What is our Natural Explorer ground type and stuff that we'd like to be in? All right, we got 8 choices here to choose from. Number 4. And a forest, which goes very well with our classes. So very cool. All right, so now we have a choice now between 2 classes. So we have to figure out which class we want to keep going in. So I'm just going to roll. I don't want to roll for any more multi-classes. I'm just going to stick with the 2, otherwise it could get really crazy, but I'm just going to stick with the 2. So let's see which class we are going to increase now. So we're going to add another level to Monk here. All right, and we get to choose a monastic tradition. And we have 9 options to choose from. And we're going to go with number 5. So the Way of the Drunken Master. I gotta admit, I've never played this one, but does look pretty good. Let's see. We've got some deflect missiles. You can use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you're hit by a ranged weapon attack. So very interesting, but I can see useful skill. We get the proficiency in the performance skill if you don't already have it, which will come in handy. And you'll get the drunken technique, which you learn how to twist and turn quickly as part of your flurry of blows. Whenever you use flurry of blows, you gain the benefit of the disengage action, and your walking speed increases by 10. So that's could come in very handy. I like that one. All right, so now let's go back and figure out what level or what class we're going to take another level in. And it's going to be Ranger. Alright, this is going to open up quite a bit of options for us. First off, we've got a fighting style that we need to choose from. We've got about 7 of those. And we're going to take number 6, which is thrown weapon fighting. Very interesting. I can see how that might come in handy with a monk. So that works out pretty good. Now the other options that we're going to have are spells. So usually these are really interesting. You go by and you look at how they can benefit your character as best they can, or most useful for a team, but this is completely random, so this will be fun. Let's see how many we have here. About 17 or so. So let's see which one we're taking first. 20. Number 8. All right. Ensnaring Strike. Alright, the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appear at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends. So very cool. And we get to know 2 spells, so let's re-roll our second one here. And number 9. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Good berry. One of my favorite ranger spells or druid spells. You can't go wrong with one extra, healing, 1 hit point per berry, but also good food. If you eat one, you don't have to, feed you for the day. It has enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. So there you go. So I like those spells. So nicely done, random rolling. All right. So let's go back now and see what the next level is going to be. And we're going back to Monk. All right, let's add a level of Monk. And we get our first ability score improvement. What we want to do here, so we've got either an ability score or a feat that we can take here, and let's roll this one. So we are going to take a feat, which is going to be interesting. So there are a lot of feats in there, so I know it's going to be well above the 20. So let's go ahead and roll this. I don't think there's 85 in there, so 52. Alright, so let's check out, and sorry for the pause here, I just got to count up through 52 now to see what feat we're going to take. And I apologize, you guys can't see these the drop downs that I'm on right now for some reason, but it'll add to the suspense a little bit. Give me a moment here and I'll count up to 52 on my list. Alright, and as we count down here, the item number 52 on my list is Martial Adept. So that actually works out very well for our monk. So we can take different options for our maneuvers here. So let's count up how many we got here. About 23 or so. So let's get the first number that's around there. So number 11. All right. 11. So grappling strike. So immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack on your turn, you can expend 1 superiority die and then try to grapple the target as a bonus action. That goes extremely well with Monk, so this is going to work out very nicely. Alright, so let's re-roll again here. Let's clear out the list. 10. Alright, let's see what number 10 is. So, goading attack. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you expend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking you. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets other than you. So this will help out with the team very well. Also, we get nice slow fall. You can use a reaction to fall to reduce any falling damage you take by amount equal to 5 times your monk's level. So that's at least 20 hit points there. Alright, so that's pretty darn good. We're up to level 6 now. So let's go check out what class we're going to take the next level in. Another level of monk. Alright. And do we have any decisions there? Nope. But we get a nice extra attack. You can attack twice instead of once on your when you take the attack action. So that's good. And starting at 5th level, you can interfere with the flow of a key in an opponent's body. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to attempt a stunning strike. So if you do strike them, they must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn. So that's always a useful technique there. Definitely a good thing to have for our build. Alright, let's go see what the next level we're taking, and another level of monk. Can't go wrong with another level in monk. Alright, and we've got some empowered strikes. So your unarmed strikes count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage. Very useful item there. Unarmored movement. Your unarmored speed bonus increases to 15 while you're not wearing armor or wielding a shield. And because we took Drunken Master, starting at 6th level, you can move in sudden swaying ways. You gain the following abilities. Leap to your feet. When you're prone, you can stand up by spending 5 feet of movement rather than half your speed. That's a big, helps out quite a bit in a lot of battles. Redirect attack. When a creature misses you with a melee attack roll, you can spend 1 key point as a reaction to cause that attack to hit one creature of your choice, other than the attacker that you can see within 5 feet of you. So again, another great advantage in battle. Alright, let us take another level here, and we are going up to level 3 in Ranger. Alright, and we get an archetype. So let's go choose our archetype. We have 8 options there. This is fun. This has actually turned out to be a pretty nice build for a really random rolling. And one of my favorite archetypes, Gloomstalker. Remy and Renan make fun of me because I really talk about this one a lot. So you've got some very good benefits right out of the gate when you take Gloomstalker. You know, primeval awareness is good. You know, being at level 3, you can use your action, expend 1 ranger spell slot to focus your awareness on the region around you. It gives you insight into a lot of things, what types of creatures are out there, and some other stuff. That one's pretty good. You do get some different spells that really come in handy, especially if you're a monk, like Rope Trick. That will be very good to have. But there's these last 2 here are overpowered in my mind, but I love them. So Dread Ambusher. Alright. You can give yourself a bonus to your initiative rolls equal to your wisdom modifier. So right out of the gate, you get to go first more often in the initiative rolls. Or, you know, you get to go first in combat more often. At the start of your first turn of each combat, your walking speed increases by 10 feet. And that lasts until the end of that turn. But this is the one that I really like. If you take the attack action on that turn, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of that action. So right now we've got 2 attacks. This one, if you take action on your first turn of combat, you get a 3rd one. If that attack hits, not only do you get that weapon's damage, you get an extra 1d8 of damage of that type. So that is huge. That's just an extra attack plus an extra 1d8 of damage. So this is great. And then Umbral Sight. So this is great. You gain dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. If you already have it, then it's 30 feet more, which I believe we already have dark vision, so we're out to 90 feet. But while you're in darkness, to those creatures that rely on dark vision, you are invisible to them. So if let's say you're underground and there's no light sources and there's creatures down there that's all they're doing is relying on that night vision, they can't see you, and that is huge. So this is an amazing ability for Gloomstalker. That's why I like Gloomstalkers so much. So I'm glad I randomly rolled that one. This works out great. All right, let's go out here and see. We should get another spell. So let's see again. Let's I already forgot how many we have. 7, 8, about 15 available because we already have a couple taken. And of course, there we go, number 9. I think we rolled 9 for the last one. 8 and 9. So Hail of Thorns. Alright. This one's nice. It's a bonus action. So the next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack, before the spell ends, the spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, they take 1d10 piercing damage, or half as much on a successful one. So this is another great item, especially since we have, if we go back to our class features, our fighting style is thrown weapon fighting. So you know, I think we have darts. I think that's one of the weapons that we took. So we have a lot better. We got some extra damage here, and you can, if we wanted to take a spear, we can take out a spear if we have proficiency in it and throw it, and then take an extra couple points of damage. But also now we can cast that spell as a bonus action to get one more d10 of damage. So that works out really well. This random roll is turning out to be a pretty darn good build here. Alright, so let's see, we're going to take one more level in Monk here, and this is going to get us up to level 10 total. And let's see, yeah, I don't think we have anything to choose from, but we do get a couple great things. You can basically at 7th level, your instinctive agility lets you dodge out of the way of certain area effects such as Blue Dragon's Lightning Breath or a Fireball spell. When you're subject to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage. So this is a great ability. DMs, beware, this person's coming for you. Yeah. So Stillness of Mind. You can use your action at the end of you can use your action to end one effect on yourself that is causing you to be charmed or frightened. So this is a great ability, and it comes in handy more often than you might think. Alright, so that's level 10, and we're doing pretty good here, but let's see what the next level is that our random roll's doing? All right, so we're going to take an ability score or a feat for our next option. So let's check this out, and we're going to go ability scores. All right, so we've got our standard 6 abilities. So let's see what we're going to roll, and we are going for wisdom. All right, and the next one we are going to go for strength. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Sorry, intelligence. I can count. So random sometimes doesn't pay out too well. Wisdom's okay for the ranger side. Intelligence, helping out a little bit, but overall not all that helpful here. You know, you might disagree, but all right. Let's go see. Do we get another spell? And not at this time. All right. Let's check out our next level. We are taking in Monk. So we're up to level 8 now in Monk. I must say this makes building out your characters a lot quicker if you don't have to really try to think about your options of what you're going to take and try to make the best character. Alright, so what are we going to take? We're going to take some more ability scores here. And let's just do 2 of these in a row, so I don't have to keep going back and forth. So number 6 is the first one, and number 2. Alright, so number 6 is wisdom again. Number 2 is constitution, so not too bad. Always a good thing to have some extra constitution. And let's go back, and now we can see what level we're going to take. We're going to take another level in Ranger. So level 5. Alright, so it says we can take an extra attack. It's been a while since I've looked at some of these, but I believe we still only get the 2 because of the multi-classing going on. So let me see, does it say in here? Oh, sorry, I was scrolling, I didn't look at the top. So attacks per action, we can only take 2, yeah. So that one will get us some extra health, but other than that, not going to do too much for the level there. So you can see our walking speed from all the other bonuses now is that it was at 25 when we first started. Now we're up to 40. So our monk is pretty agile, and we've got quite a bit of other bonuses going on. We haven't looked out here in a while, but you can see the dexterity is really kicking in up here. We got some good wisdom, right? That should come in, and I forget which spells we're taking, but yeah. Right now it's not helping us all too much on the spell front, but will help out at a lot of our checks. Alright, let's go back now and see about what spell we want to take. So now we have 2 options here. What level do we want? So let's check. We want a level 2 spell. Alright, I'm enjoying that. Let's count them up here. How many do we have? 15. And that's too high. So number 10. All right. Locate object. Well, not bad. Necessarily a bad spell. You know, always if you're looking for something out there, it kind of goes with our background and stuff. We're trying to find things out there, be an investigator, so that'll come in handy. And let's go figure out our next level. Will it be Ranger? Will it be Monk? And it's another level in Monk. Alright, so level 14 in total. And so we've got unarmored movement improvement. So you gain the ability to move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during your move. So very, very useful skill. I've been stuck in some pits in my adventures in the past, so that would have really helped me out of a jam there. All right, next is Ranger. So level 15 total, level 6 in Ranger. And level 6 option, so we get to choose another favorite enemy, and there's 13 here, so let's go check out number 2. So beasts. Alright, and that gives us an option. This is actually a good one. That's a large amount of creatures fall into the beast category. So now we get to choose a language. Alright, so there's 25 options. Gotta move that up to the D100. Anything that's less than 25. We'll get there. Number 1. Alright. So number 1 is Abyssal. So that's a nice language to know. Well-rounded person here, I gotta say. And what's the next explorer area that we are good at? Alright, that's 7 options there. And take number 4 is, alright, Grassland. Very close, very similar, so those will kind of play off each other there pretty nicely. Alright, so that's level 15. Alright, now let's see, what will level 16 be? Will it be Ranger or Monk? It is Monk again. And let's see what options. Do we have any options? Nope, but we've got Purity of Body. You're immune to disease and poison. We actually had some resistance to that already from the dwarven background. But yeah, it's good to be immune now. An unarmored movement increases to 20 feet when you're not wearing armor or wielding a shield. So that now is, we got some more up here. So walking speed now we're getting up there. So we're moving pretty quick on each round if we wanted to. Alright. So level 16, let's go see what our next level's in. And we're going to go Monk again. Alright, let's scroll down, see what we've got down here. We got Drunkard's Luck. So starting level 11th level, you always seem to get a lucky bounce at the right moment. When you make an ability check, an attack roll, or saving throw, and have disadvantage on the roll, you can spend 2 key points to cancel the disadvantage for that roll. So that's a big bonus. It'll definitely come in handy quite often. Okay, so scroll back up here. So we're getting close to the end. Let's see where we're going next, and another level in Ranger. And I might have forgotten to take a look at some spells, but we'll go back and do that. So Iron Mind. So if you hone your ability to resist the mind-altering powers of your prey, gain proficiency in Wisdom saving throw. If you already have this proficiency, you gain proficiency in Intelligence or Charisma. It's not giving me that option, so we now have proficiency in Wisdom. So that definitely helps out quite a bit. And let's go look at the spells. So we get one more spell choice. And are we going to take first level? Yep, we're going to take a first level spell here. And let's see, how many are there? About 17. And 17 it is, which is Zephyr Strike. All right. You move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Ooh, this is actually very big, and another bonus action in casting time. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on a weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra d8 force damage on a hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn. So imagine this, connecting this with Dread Ambusher. So this will do quite a bit of extra damage. This goes very nicely with the Dread Ambusher. And, you know, you can come in there and move around, and your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. So this is a very nice, it goes very nicely with our Monk Ranger build. I like it. Alright, we only got a couple levels left. What's the next one here? And we're going back to Monk. Alright, level 12 in Monk. So let's see what the option is, and it's an ability score improvement. So always fun to have. Alright, are we going for... Ooh, we're taking a feat now. Alright. Now this one again, there's quite a bit of different feats out there. So I'm going to roll and see which one we get. All right, we are taking Shadow Touched Intelligence. I gotta admit, I don't know that much about this one, but let's read up on it. So your exposure to Shadowfell's magic has changed you. We're going to increase intelligence, wisdom, or charisma. So in this case, it'll be intelligence. And then let's see. You learn the invisibility spell and one first level spell of your choice. The first level spell must be from the illusionary necromancy school of magic. You can cast each of these spells without expending a spell slot. And again, you have to wait till a long rest to do that. All right, so let's take a look here. We have 8 options. So let's see what random roll we get. And number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Illusory script. All right, so you can write on parchment paper some other suitable writing material and imbue it with a potent illusion that lasts for the duration. So this is pretty good. I've seen it used in quite a bit of non-combat stuff. Great ideas to use to pass between teammates and stuff. So that's a good one. Using invisibility up here as well. Definitely a benefit for our Monk Ranger. So these are some good options that we've added in. All right, so the last level, where will it fall? And we're going back to Monk. All right, so at level 13, we get Tongue of the Sun and Moon. You learn to touch the key of other minds so that you understand all spoken languages. Moreover, any creature that can understand a language can understand what you say. That's great for some role-playing situations and many other instances. If you're sneaking up on a party, you can understand what they're saying. So many uses for that. That is great, especially if we just cast invisibility on ourselves. They can't see us, or the Gloomstalker. Forgive me, I forgot already. I was trying to think. The Umbral Sight is what I was trying to think of. If you're in the darkness, they're relying on their night vision, dark vision, to see you, then you're invisible anyways. You don't need to cast that invisibility spell. So this has turned out to be a very, very interesting build. I'm actually very, very happy with what we've got here. You know, Zasaglar is a very, very potent monk ranger, and with a lot of abilities. So I'm pretty impressed. I thought this was going to go horribly awry, and you know, you never know what random rolls you're going to get, but this one actually turned out very well. This character has a lot of abilities for it, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind playing this character in quite a bit of games. This would be a fun character to play. Very well-rounded character. So yeah, so this turned out great. All right, everybody, that's all I've got for today. You know, leave your thoughts, your ideas. You know, did you like what the random rolls provided? And if you've done anything similar, I'd like to hear your opinions on or what you've done and how your characters turned out. But thank you for watching, and if you liked what you watched, hit that like and subscribe button, and let us know what you think about everything in the comments below. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you have a good time. Enjoy.